right? And I want to go back to that 2-year license thing at some point. It's going to lead into this new article that I'm going to cover here. So this article is, I saw it on Natural Gas World, but I believe it's connected to Reuters from an article done by Curtis Williams, dated 24th, 1st of 2023, right? The name of the article is Trinidad's Gas Output Rise Hinges on Offshore Project Approvals from Rystad. So Rystad is a consulting company, right? So let's go into this article, right? It says Trinidad and Tobago's natural gas production could rebound and hit almost 4 billion cubic feet per day, which is the maximum capacity, which is close to the maximum capacity. We just said 4.2, right? Per day by 2030. Remember that date, 2030. If key offshore projects move ahead soon, consultancy Rystad Energy said on Tuesday. Trinidad is Latin America's largest exporter of natural gas, liquefied natural gas, LNG, with the capacity to process 4.2 billion cubic feet into LNG petrochemicals and power. But its gas production is about 2.9 billion. So here we see it again, right? 2.9 billion. Deep water gas projects, Calypso, operated by Woodside Energy, and Manatee by Shell, could reinvigorate the Caribbean country's output, according to consultants Rystad Energy. Both projects are awaited financial investment decisions. Now this is very important based on my layman's understanding of things. One, Calypso Deepwater, if you remember from one of my last videos, I would have said I think it was like 217 kilometers offshore, east of Trinidad. So let's just kind of picture where these projects are. You have Dragon, which is northwest of Trinidad. You have Calypso, and Dragon is with Shell. You have Calypso, which is Woodside Energy, 217 kilometers east, more or less kind of centrally east of Trinidad, based on my understanding. I could be wrong. And then you have the Manatee field, which is managed, which is through Shell again, which is to the southeast of Trinidad, as far as I understand. And Manatee and Calypso waited financial investment decisions, and I'm also quite confident that Dragon is awaiting financial investment decision before anything could happen. And if anybody's watching and they're not too sure what the financial investment decision is, that's just basically when these big oil companies, before they actually decide to proceed with any project, they have something called a FID, a financial investment decision, which is like the, from my understanding, the last phase before they actually give the go ahead to move forward with any particular major project. So I'll continue in the article here. Energy companies have discovered abundant deepwater resources but have been unable to replicate that success on the continental shelf, said Rystad's Senior Vice President Parker at Trinidad's Energy Conference 2023. So BC connected to conference, right? Gas reserves at the Manatee field were first discovered back in 2005, but lack an agreement for joint development with Venezuela, where the majority of the shared reservoir is located, has delayed the project. I also want to believe it's not just the agreements between Trinidad and Venezuela, but is it possible that the sanctions also had a part to play in this? That would have, held things back a bit, and it's possible that Trinidad and Tobago would need to get a separate license from the U.S. Treasury Department to develop Manatee. My assumption, I think that might be the case, right? And then the article also goes on. Parker said production there is unlikely to be available for 2028. It's 5 years from now, right? before 2028. So I guess then technically it could be after 2028. He urged Trinidad's government to ensure that Woodside's Calypso will be green lighted, right? Also indicated improved fiscal terms, better domestic pricing policies, increased foreign participation, and streamlining approvals might help. So I just want to touch on that, how it's kind of connected. In my last video, I would have indicated that they're supposed to have, it's rumored that it's going to have another set of auctions for offshore blocks, oil and gas blocks, and we're supposed to be seeing improved fiscal terms where whatever royalties or taxes and whatnot supposed to be amended, and they're supposed to potentially only tax the profits to lure more investors. Maybe I connected the wrong dots, but could that also be a part of it, to try to help push these companies to make the investment, Woodside and new ones, right? Better domestic policies, pricing, streamline approval might help, right? Woodside recently said its Calypso field has recoverable reserves of over 3.4 trillion cubic feet, while Manatee has 2.7 trillion cubic feet of proven gas reserves on Trinidad's side. Conflicts in Europe that are reshaping consumption and tight energy supplies suggest here there will be a significant gap between global energy demand and production, so new sources will be needed, which could provide opportunities for Trinidad's LNG. So this is facts. These are facts. We need the gas. We need to lure the investors here to help develop the gas fields.